Okay, now let's have a look on some of the very simple logics that can be achieved by using ladder diagram. So here are some basic ones. So the first one here you can see is x1 and x2 connected in series. Okay, this will form AND logic. And if x1 and x2 connecting in parallel, it forms OR logic. Sometimes the switches can be used in the normally closed fashion. It's represented at the slash in this symbol x2 here. Or we can have a little bit more complex logic, like in the one here. Let me just try to bring up a little so you can see it. So we have x1, x2, x1, x2 in this manner. Okay, let's see how they actually work. So we go to online and run the program. So now the first line is an AND logic, meaning that the output will turn on when both x1 and x2 is turned on. So if I turn on x1 and then if I turn on x2, you will look at the first line. Okay, then the y1 will activate. Any one of them turn off, like this one, will mean that the output will turn off. Okay, let me just turn off them. Let's now have a look on the second line, which is our logic. Any one of them turn on will turn on y2. Okay, for example, if I turn on y1, x1, then y2 will turn on. So if I just remove it, if I turn on x2, okay, x2 turn on, y2 also turn on. All right. Okay, let's change it back. Okay, let's the third one is one of them is normally closed. As you can see, it is in the on state. The color indicator is in on state when x2 is not activated. So at this moment, if I activate x1, because x2 is already activated, so you can see y3 will turn on. All right. So the last one is called exclusive OR relationship. That means only when one of the x1 and x2 turn on, the output will turn on. So if both off, either off or both turn on, the output will not turn on. Okay, let's try. So if I turn on x1 at the moment, then x1 on, x2 off, then we get the output turn on. So I remove this one. If I turn on x2, at this moment, x2 on, x1 off, so the output will turn on. If I also turn on x1, okay, so now you can see that it won't be, the output will not turn on, right? So this shows some simple logic can be achieved by using ladder logic.